Alright folks, it's right now Sunday, May the 1st, 2016. It's about 3:11 p.m. here. And this is continuing coverage of the May Day protest. And what of course I'm here for is mostly to get in on the action here from a safe distance, you know. But we're going to just follow behind here very carefully and see what happens. I'm going to try to cross this street here. I want to get that SQ helicopter in the film here. There's the 61 bus stuck in the crowd there. So what we're going to do, we're going to follow behind here and, you know, see what we can see. Now, the thing about this protest is there's no actual route that's been given. And if anyone's familiar with the laws in Montreal, I'll give you a bit of a background story. There were these protests going on a couple of years ago here in my city. It was chaos. Every day there was a protest. It was a student protest, and they were protesting pretty much tuition increases. And what happened is they got so out of control that they passed a law that said if you don't give the city an itinerary or a route of where your protest is going to be, your protest will be deemed illegal, and basically they're going to move in and shut it down. So this is a protest. This is why it's going to be interesting. This protest does not have any specific route given to it. This is a protest that apparently is just a random walk through the streets. So what usually happens when these things go on is that you know, there's a bit of tolerance, but only to a certain extent. And then eventually they have the riot squad move in, and that's when you get chaos, you know, tear gas, fire and whatnot. So this is actually, looks like it's not that big of a crowd. Now the weather is rainy today, and there's a police bus, by the way, right there. That's a police vehicle you don't see often. Looks like I lost my traffic light here. So I'll get back into it in a minute here. Alright, let's head out. And again, folks, you know, I'm keeping politics out of this today. Anyone knows my YouTube channel, my viewers out there know that I'm more of a journalist, more of a, you know, I'm not, it depends what you mean by journalist. I'm not trained as a journalist, but I guess you could say I'm an independent journalist, self-proclaimed. I think that's what all us YouTubers are, you know. But I'm more of somebody that just likes to record events and activities that are going on in the city. And, you know, to share that with my viewers out there. And I said that numerous times on my YouTube channel. It's got the riot squad over there, you see that? So they're going now down McGill College, and apparently there's a second group of protesters that are going to be converging here. So we're going to cross the street here. And again, I want to keep a safe distance. I don't want to you know, get in the midst if that crowd gets out of control, because there is a very high tendency for those things to happen. And as well, you know, my viewers out there, you get a nice little view here of the nice little tour of the city as well. There's Mount Royal directly ahead of us here. The beautiful beautiful Mount Royal should be budding its leaves soon as well. Now, I gotta check my battery here. What are we at? Okay, we're at 43% battery. So that means I gotta be very careful with how much I keep this on. There's a pigeon there to say hi. There you go. So it looks like they're heading towards Sherbrooke Street. Yeah. So again, I'm going to be keeping a safe distance here in the back. There again, that crowd control central command post vehicle right there. Yeah, you don't want to get too close. I don't want to be into that crowd, you know, like, because, you know, there's someone in there that starts something. You never know. You might end up. I might end up getting a ticket or something, or, you know, worse. But again, I'm keeping a distance here, covering it from the sidelines. They got a media crew right there, and there's the SQ helicopter up there, QUE 150 it's called, on the flight radar app. That's what it shows up as. So we're on Sherbrooke Street now, heading westbound. Yeah, SQ helicopter. I think it's I'm not sure the brand of it. All I know, as I was saying earlier, on my flight radar app, it comes up as QUE 150. Came out of Airport Saint-Hubert, according to the flight radar tracking. And again, if any of my viewers out there aren't familiar, I mean, this was a daily occurrence a couple of years back here in the city. To all my international viewers out there, you know, or even national viewers that aren't familiar with the city, this was a daily thing that kept happening a couple of years back. What I might end up doing, folks, is I'm going to stop filming here for a bit. And, you know, if anybody, there's any action that increases, which there will be probably at the end of this, usually it gets very ruckus at the end of it. And I'll definitely bring you guys that video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this video short now. And I'm going to start filming again in a few minutes, because like I said, I have limited battery. I'm below 50% right now on my battery image, according to my battery reading. So what I'm going to do now is stop filming, at least for now, and I'll pick it up momentarily there, folks. Don't worry, I'm not going to be going far. I'm going to be keeping a distance here, and if anything escalates, I'll definitely be bringing that to my viewers out there. And again, I'm going to be putting all these videos onto one once I get to the editing stage. So see you guys in a few minutes, I guess.